everyone, so I'm starting my video about products today. I'm going to do a little information about our Amika products, especially the ones that I love. I've been posting a lot of pic tutorials about them and writing in the captions like a really long how-to or a really long like what benefits that they have, and I feel like a lot of people love the pictures but don't really read them. So I'm just going to go through each product that I have right here sitting next to me about what I love about them and what they're good for. I'm laughing because Bubba just chimed in. Hey Wubbies, I'm doing a video. So pissed, he's always so mad. Okay, anyway, the first one is the Cure shampoo. I posted a lot of pictures about this specific product because of its benefits, but also because it smells really good. It has kind of like a fresh scent to it, so because of the avocado oil and like there's a lot of seed extracts and flowery extracts, so you like something more floral and like fresh smelling, you really like this. Also because it has the wheat protein, it's really good for people who lighten their hair, who have drier hair or anything that needs a lot more protein, a lot more moisture and hydration. You really love this product. And it comes in a really cute green color. All of the green line that says the Cure is going to be for like hydration, and like they have like the avocado oil and stuff, like just like their conditioner that's paired with this. I'm just starting off to use the shampoo because I have other conditioners, but for most people who wanted to use both, you can pair them up, or Amika has like great, so if you have blonde hair and you wanted to use like the purple conditioner, you can use that and then use this as your shampoo if you needed something to hydrate. Again, this is the Cure by Amika, and it's really good. It's like one of my top favorites. Now, besides shampoo, these are all going to be like my next few products are going to be just for styling. So for styling after I come out of the shower, I always use, this is the Volt, and this is going to be a detangler. It's also, the specific one for this one is going to be more of like a leave-in conditioner. So for something like this, like me, where I braided up my hair the night before I went in the shower, I combed this through so that my ends were manageable to braid. And I usually sometimes, if I'm going to bed with my hair wet, which I always tell people it's like probably the worst thing you can do for your hair wet is going to be the most fragile. So if you always going to bed because like you work late at night, you go to the gym or do anything, I would always say to put this in your hair and then braid up your hair. It will save your ends. It will make sure that all of the oil runs down your hair so it's never like greasy at your root. Or if you ever feel like you go to bed with your hair wet and you wake up the next day and it's still wet, it's like so terrible for your hair, not only because it's going to distress it, but also because you're going to cause dandruff. Dandruff is like a fungus, so it lives at the root because of the moisture. So if you're sitting, think about like a wet sponge or like a wet towel on the floor. If you're sitting in the one spot and letting it fester, all of that like moisture, it's gonna cause a lot of like dandruff or even like kind of itchy scalp. So I would never recommend doing that. If you have one of those little like wrap up little towels that a lot of people use, are really cute on Amazon, those are great. Like I said, if you don't have that option, braid up your hair, and that's like another alternative. But back to the Volt. So the Volt is really great too for locking in your colors. So if you have vivid colors, which I have a lot of clients who have like those bright purples, bright reds, or pinks or anything, this is gonna really help you save your color. Again, with the whole going to bed with your hair wet, it's kind of like, it's weird too when you ever see your pillow get all of like your color everywhere. It's exactly what I mean, that when your hair is wet, it's gonna get distressed as most. And it's because you're going to bed and you're like tossing and turning, you're totally gonna just like pull that color out. So this will help it lock it in there, like seal down your cuticle, and then also when you braid up your hair, it will prevent any of that from happening. So again, this is the Volt, a leave-in conditioner. Now, I did a whole little post about washing your hair, because a lot of people, the number one thing I feel like that they do that like drives me insane is that they wash their hair every freaking day. That is the worst thing you can do for your hair. Whether you've colored your hair or not, it is so terrible because you're overly stressing your hair. Now your hair follicles are freaking out and they're like, great, now we got to produce more oil. And then the next day your hair is going to be greasy because it thinks that you're going to just keep washing it and de-stressing it and stripping out your natural oils every single day. So you're never letting them transfer down to your ends, and then your ends are dry and your roots are greasy. And the best way to do that, one, is to not shampoo your hair every day. Two, do not put conditioner on your roots. There is no need for that. You're just wasting your own product. And also, I feel like if you have long hair too, whenever you're shampooing it through, washing it out, you're kind of like taking a conditioner and you're like running it through. Just like I was trying to say with the shampoo. Same thing with the shampoo. When you're shampooing in at your scalp, you'll never do it at your ends, because when you're washing it, it's all transferring down to your ends. So conditioner always at your ends, maybe a little bit on the mid shaft if you have really long hair, and just kind of run it through with your hands and never put directly on your roots. And then with the shampoo, I would always do it at the scalp and then let it transfer down to your ends. Never put it on your ends and make them distress. So to extend and use products wise for your day after, like after your gym sesh, or if you're going from like job to job and you feel like you're greasy and gross, there's two different products that I really love. The first one is Perk Up. This is a dry shampoo from Amika. And the best thing about it is there's no talc in it, so it's not gonna give that like one old grandma smell. I hate that smell so much. And then it's not gonna give that powdery look. Like for me, I have like a rooted blonde, and it would look fine if it was on my blonde. It would kind of make it look like even whiter because of like the powder. But I would hate for my roots to look ashy. And a lot of girls too who have brunette, or they have like a vivid color, the worst thing about dry shampoos is making it look ashy or powdery. So this will never do that. Also because the pump that's on here is aerosol, so it will spray out kind of like a bit like a hairspray. It's never direct where it's gonna just like leave a clump of dry shampoo on there. Not only does it, because of the talc, there's no talc in here, the smell is amazing. So if you feel like after the gym you stink and you got some like greasy hair, but you have to like go like run errands or anything, you just use this, you spray it from a distance and then you comb it through. I feel like that's another issue that a lot of people go through when they're using dry shampoo, is that they're just like running it through the roots and then just thinking it's gonna work. Like you have to really like massage it or like comb it through your hair, otherwise it's not gonna disperse, it's not gonna really like grab all the oils. Another thing with dry shampoo is I kind of always tell my sister this, and I feel like she always forgets. So I always tell people too, and it's kind of weird. So whenever you come out of the shower, your hair is, you know, going to be dried by like a blow dryer, or you're waiting till the next day when you take your braids out and you feel like your hair feels so soft and you just keep running your hands through it, which is fine because you're just transferring the oils everywhere, but you're actually like producing a lot of oils throughout your hair and making it go greasier faster. So always tell people, when your hair feels its most fresh, like right out the shower and it's like nice and dry, put dry shampoo. Like put it in there, because it will prevent it getting greasier. It will prevent the oils to overproduce. It's kind of like a shield guard, like before anything goes crazy, because you're waiting till the end where your roots are overly greasy and then you're trying really hard to use like almost half of the bottle of the product to try to like absorb as much oil, versus if you do it before, a little oil will come through and then you just add a little bit more dry shampoo and it will use a lot less product and it will actually work better for you. And again, with the whole brushing your hair through, whenever you get your hair like nice and clean out the shower, again, put the dry shampoo in there and then run it through with a brush, because it's so fresh and clean. You don't want it to be like really like powdery and stiff at the root, and then your ends are like nice and like shiny and soft. If you like disperse it with a comb and a brush, it would definitely prevent that from happening. Now, and this is Perk Up by Amika, this dry shampoo. The next one I have is going to be the little puff powder. And I love this little product so much because I have really short hair now and I do these cute little braids and these little like buns back here. It's really nice to fluff up your hair, and it's a little extra boost of like dry shampoo. And the way it comes out, the reason I showed you, is a little pump. So every time I like divide my hair and I like pump it in and I'll like brush it through my hair, you can feel the grip and it kind of like puffing out, giving some more volume to your hair. So if you ever feel like the dry shampoo wasn't enough, sometimes I always tell people to get this one, just adding a little bit more oomph to your roots, especially if you're gonna do some styles which are really cute. It will really help them stay, and it will really help them like kind of volumize them. Like these braids, I braided it back and I puffed it up, and then I used the product just to like make sure that it's like nice and gripped, and then that's when I like pulled on it even more, just to make sure that it looks like nice and cute and then it doesn't fall apart. Sometimes I'll do that, I'll like forget to use this, or I'll just use hairspray, and then my freaking braids come apart because I have, you know, short hair, or if I have really like soft hair, it's not gonna have enough grip. And this is really great for adding grip or volume, or like especially if you're doing waves. I always tell people, if you're doing like fun waves and you want to get like a lot of volume, you have to use like either like a tease brush, or you have to, you know, fluff them out with like a comb. You can also use this powder and it will like fluff it out and like make your waves look like really voluminous and like really airy, which is really nice. A lot of people want like more of that beachy vibe, which is great, especially if you have shorter hair. I hate when my hair looks like a little curly Q, like so like 5 years ago, and I look like a 12-year-old. So again, like using this little puffy powder is really nice. This is actually called Vandal, and this is the puff powder by Amika. So those were all of like my products. I know I feel like I ran through them with a lot of information, but like I said, on my Instagram, if you go on there, I kind of break them down by each product, one by one, its benefits and like how I use them. I just kind of wanted to show people and like dive in a little bit more on like when you use them and how you use them, and especially about the shampooing. Like, I don't know how many times I gotta say it to people, please, for the love of God, stop shampooing your hair every day. I know that sounds weird, and your hair might hate you for like the first week, but then the second week, your hair is gonna be like, thank you, the world and Jesus and like everything, because it's gonna feel so much better. Your ends are not gonna be dry, your hair won't get greasy so often, you're gonna be saving your shampoo, for the love of God. People like use shampoo in like the first 2 weeks and they're like, oh, I need another one. And like, why is this just a small bottle? It's like, because you're not supposed to shampoo every day. Maybe like twice or 3 times a week at most if you really need to. Me, I'm pushing that shit all the way. I'm like, I do not shampoo my hair every day. I'll style the hell out of it. And I feel like throughout the days, my hair gets easier to style, like especially if I do a cute little bun, it's nice and like textured, and I can really like pull it out, make it look like a volume bun, and like my little pieces look cute. Or if I do like the little braids, my hair is not so slippery and so shiny that I'm able to do it and use just a little bit of my puff powder, which is great. So it will help you with product saving, it will help you with time. I feel like, I'm like, girl, us women, we have to do so much shit to do in the shower. We gotta shave, we gotta freaking wash our face off, we gotta wash our body, and then you gotta do your hair. Like, sometimes you can just like wash your body, shave, do all that extra good stuff, wash your face, and just like pull your hair back and like don't wash your hair. Or if you go from the gym, that's like probably the biggest thing for most people. If you go from the gym and you're like really gross and you're like, I just want to run like hot water down my face so I feel all gross and slimy, you can do that and not shampoo. Like, I know, crazy girl. You don't have to freaking do that. Just run the water through it. Maybe put a little conditioner on your ends if your hair's really long and you feel like it's gonna be all tangly as shit. Just do that. You don't have to freaking shampoo every time because you feel per se greasy. Like, running the water through will help like eliminate a lot of oil, and it will transfer it all the way down to your ends. So your hair will start to feel better and start to look shinier because you're using what you have and you're not distressing it and wasting it by just like scrubbing it off every night. Your scalp will thank me too. A lot of people don't realize that if they have dandruff, it could be from what I said about going to bed with your hair wet, or it could be over shampooing your hair and distressing. It's just dry scalp. So there's so many different reasons why I just don't do it. So there's my haul on my favorite 4 products from Amika, my how-tos on shampooing, which means don't shampoo so much. Now I want to talk about my Raffle, because girl, I'm like kind of jealous because I feel like I want all these products, and I told my sister if she wins that shit I'm gonna be happy because they technically gonna be mine. But this little package that I got for the next raffle, and if you're not participating and you didn't do it, don't be stupid. Go on my Instagram and participate. So easy. And these products are all full size, 3 of them. And there's also a cute little scarf in there, which I'm gonna show you, which I'm like jealous. I told my sister, I'm like, maybe I should keep it and like just give everyone the products. And she was like, don't be a bitch. And I was like, oh, okay, sorry. My bad. So let me start off with a little scarf. It is like a little headband scarf, so it's not like a full-blown scarf, guys. Like it's just something a little cute. But it's got like the little skulls on there. And if you know me and like the little eye, I'm like such like obsessed. It's very colorful. So if you ever see like girls doing, well actually let me show you. They come with like a little tutorial on to do some like styles if you want, or if you have like a bag, you can like tie it on your bag. But I love this because if you ever use like scrunchies, which is like my #1 thing, girl, I always use a little scrunch. I kind of like take this and tie it with the scrunchie and then braid it through my hair. And when you pull it apart, like your hair around this little scarf, it will make your bun like twist it around and make your bun look really cute and fun and like really full. So you have really thin hair, you'll love this because it would be great to like style it up. Or if you're even doing like a ponytail, sometimes like a really high ponytail, you can tie this with it, use it as like a scrunchie and like let 2 pieces like hang. It's really cute, and then it will also give like your ponytail a nice little volume versus like using those really intense like elastic rubber band looking ones, which girl, just stop using them. They break your hair, they're not even cute, and they don't give that much volume. They just like give me a freaking headache every time I wear those. So using like one of these little wraparounds is really cute, or little scarves, or using a scrunchie and then adding this for like little style and fun is like really awesome. But this is a part of the Raffle prize. Now the other thing is going to be, there's 3 full-size products. Now each one is going to be great for everyone's hair, but one of them I already talked about and I don't want to like repeat myself. It's just the Perk Me Up by Amika, the dry shampoo. So that's in the Raffle prize, which is a full size and is good, girl. The next one is also for styling. It's called Brooklyn Bombshell. Now Amika uses this product for mostly like blondes, like the blonde line. But this is great for anybody who's doing a blow dry on their hair. And it's just gonna add a lot of volume. So if you don't really like a lot of volume, you like your hair like super pin straight, it still would be great, especially if you're blow drying it, because you can always like straighten your hair afterwards. Especially it's part of like a heat protectant. But it's really great for everyone's hair because it's not heavy. It's really lightweight, and like I said, it adds a lot of volume. It smells good, and the way it is dispersed, as you can see right here, it's kind of like a cool little spray bottle, like a water bottle kind of spray, and it will disperse in your hair like mist. So it would be really nice to not like clump it up right here, and like when you're trying to like blow dry, use like one of those like Revlon or like Hot Tool blow dry brushes. It will really glide through, and like I said, be a heat protectant, so smooth the cuticle down really nice, and it'll give a lot of volume. So that's mostly what this is for, like that lightweight blowout voluminous look. So this is another product, a part of the whole prize for the raffle. Now the last one is my favorite, is hairspray. I'm like addicted to hairsprays, especially when I'm doing waves. That's like my super like major thing. Like every time I'm like curling someone's hair and like they're in my chair, I literally sit down and like, don't freaking touch it. And they're like, okay, I'm sorry. And I'm like, because I gotta like hairspray it first before people like run their hands through the shit. And like, especially if you're doing like really cute waves and you like set all that time like curling it and setting it, like you have to use a good hairspray to make them bitches last. And even if you do like really cute braids, like to tame all those flyaways down, I'm obsessed because one, I hate crunchy hairspray. Like nothing grosses me out more than a crunchy, like almost flaky hairspray. And I hate to like call people out, but that Aussie crap, girl, gotta go. Stop using it. One, it smells disgusting. It smells so cheap. And I hate, again, the crunch. There's so many hairsprays out there, and this retails for not even like a few dollars more than the Aussie stuff, or like even Tresemme, and it smells a million times better. Like I don't even know how to tell people how it smells. I would spray it right now, but this is not for me, and you guys can't even smell it, so there's no point. But I wanted to show you, this is like a little pump, so aerosol out, which is nice. And it's really good because it even says on here it's a touchable hairspray. So if you're going to do waves and you're gonna spray the shit out of it, and then you're gonna run your hand through it to break up your curls, it's really nice because you'll be able to. Like it's not going to like be stiff, and it's not gonna be crunchy, and your ends won't look dry. Or even if you're the type of girl who's like a scrunch girl, like you use like a diffuser and you like scrunch your hair up, you have really curly hair, and you want to kind of like set that after you use like mousse or whatever you use to curl it. This is really great too because it won't be as hard. You know, like if you're using like a mousse and you like that voluminous curl with like your natural waves, this will be really cute to use to add, because we know Florida, the humidity, girl, is the fucking enemy, and it will make everything kind of fall flat. This will help like keep that volume, keep it nice and you know, airy, not crunchy, and it smells really good too. So you can use this for like your updo styling like mine, or whatever you need to use it for. So this is the third thing added to the gift for your prize. And like I said, all you have to do is go to my Instagram. There's 3 steps on how to do it. All you have to do is tag 5 people, like the post, repost my post, and as you can see from the first one, if you haven't watched it, you can go back on my Instagram and see. I have a little wheel and I'll spin it and it will pick a person, and this time you will get this cute little packaged goodies. And we'll keep going because next week I'm going to be doing another raffle, and I'll keep it up with products. I know like the first time I did a gift card, but that was kind of like boring. So this time, this is your prize raffle winner if you win. And I hope you guys liked my video about all the product knowledge, how-tos, and my little raffle prize. Again, just follow me on Instagram, which is Vivid Beauty by Lexi, and stay tuned for my next hair video because, you know, I'm going to be slaying it this week and doing a lot of fun colors. I'm doing some extensions too, which will be fun. I'll try to get as much content out for you guys and a lot of pictures, so just stay tuned.